Hi guys, and welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Juliet from English Prep Class. In today's video, I want to talk about what you should do and what you should not do during the Pearson test of English. Now, thank you so much for always tuning in to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you are a new subscriber or if this is the first time you're coming across my gorgeous face and my wonderful YouTube channel, please remember to hit the like button and the subscribe button. It's free. All right, let's get started. Now, most times when I want to teach people PTE, or sometimes I get questions on my different social media platforms, oh Juliet, can I memorize some questions in the PTE? I get questions like, do I need to click on the next button after every task in the PTE? So today's video will be on that. So that's why I said do this and not this. Okay, we're going to look at those things that Juliet frowns at. Juliet doesn't agree that you should do them, and we're going to look at those things that Juliet says, yeah, those things are good, please keep them up. Now, I hope this video will resonate with some of us that are writing the Pearson test of English. And if that resonates with you, if any of these things I've said is some of the questions you have asked or you still want to ask them, let's just see what Juliet has to say about these things. Remember, in the PTE exam, you're being given a headset. So the first thing I have here is put your mouthpiece close to your mouth and not under your nose. So what you should do is put your mouthpiece close to your mouth, something like this, something close like this, and not under your nose. If you put your mouthpiece under your nose, it's going to get your breathing and it's going to affect your score in the PTE speaking. Now, you know, if I do this, it's not going to pick my voice accurately. But if I do this, it can pick my voice accurately. So if you have this, basically put it just around your mouth and not under your nose, because putting it under your nose might take out some of your scores in the Pearson test of English. The do here is put it close to your mouth, and the do not do, what Juliet frowns at, is put it under your nose, okay? Or put it this way. Look at the angle, it's too far away. But if you put it close this way, it actually picks your voice. So this is the right thing to do. All right, so the next thing I have here that I have written here is click on the next button after the read aloud. So what you should do is, after you finish reading, there's a next button there, click on it. What you should not do is sit down and wait for the computer to take you to the next question. No, it's a no. Juliet frowns at it. Okay, I frown at it. So immediately you finish reading, immediately you finish doing the repeat sentence or the read aloud or the describe image, please go quietly and click on the next button. If you click on that button, it saves you that time. Do not let the computer take you to the next button. I can't say here that, oh, it takes out scores from you, because I'm not so sure of that. They didn't mention it on their website, so I can't tell you, oh, it will take out scores. No, but it's the right thing to do, that once you finish reading or once you finish responding to any question, kindly go to next. That's point number 2. So another thing you should do is read moderately. Now, when you go to the official Pearson website, they will say something like this. Try to read at the natural pace. Well, if you read at a natural pace, you're not going to get a good score for your fluency. And the fluency gives you more scores in the PTE, okay? But then what you should not do is read too fast. You know, this kind of thing. The cat who walked the miles and jumped over the fence and landed on a Melbourne, and the Melbourne Cup is so beautiful and I have to go to the next junction. No, just read the cat who walked the miles, wore the shoes, and ensured that he was seen at the next point of the junction. That's how you read, okay? So do not read too fast. What I'm saying you should not do is not read too fast. And what I'm saying that you should do here is read moderately, not naturally. Like the cat who walked the miles made sure that he saw the cow and the lingo and jumped on the cat. No, if you read that way, your fluency score will be affected. So just read the cat who jumped the mouse. Make sure that he saw the cat and the cow and the booze and the everything. That's how you read, okay? Now, if you want to know how to read, check up some of my videos on Read Aloud. It's going to help you know exactly how to read for the Read Aloud. Point number 4. People memorize. People say they memorize the reading and writing fill in the blanks. And I wonder how they do it. How can you memorize a whole 200 or 300 reading and writing fill in the blanks or reading fill in the blanks because you feel that they're going to repeat questions? Now, I know that Pearson does repeat questions, but it's not always the case. They just repeat one or two questions in most of their exams. They do not repeat an entire question. So the time you use to memorize the entire questions in the reading and writing fill in the blanks, or the reading fill in the blanks, will be enough time for you to learn the writing to do. So what I'm saying you should not do not memorize any of those tasks, and please just try to do the right thing. The thing you should do is learn how to do collocation, learn the grammar rules. There's some little tricks around grammar rules. I know it doesn't guarantee like a huge success, but if you take that time you used to memorize to put in work to learn how to actually do the grammar rules, it's going to help you get a good score. All right, let's continue. The next point I have here is do not write the entire essay in capital letter. Yeah. Do you know that in the IELTS, the other English exam, you will not be penalized if you decide to write the entire essay in caps lock, all in capital letter? And also in the IELTS, if they ask you to write the essay, if they ask you to write 200 words, you can actually write 250 words. You will not be penalized. But don't try it in the PTE. PTE is too firm. They are too rigid. What you should do, what I would say you should do is do not write the essay in capital letter, please. Okay, do not write it in capital letter. Write it, just start the essay with capital letter. For every paragraph you start with capital letter. And also, if you find it proper now, that's people's names, countries and all that, you can start them with capital letters, irrespective of where they are in the sentence. Also, if PTE has said write the essay between 200 to 300 words, please just stick to it, okay? If you go write 350 words or 199 words, you lose the score for form or length. So do not write the essay in capital letter. Rather, write it in mixed letters, like just use capital letters where appropriate. All right, so these are important things that you should know. Now, the last thing I want to talk about here is try the scored test. Now, Pearson has a scored practice test that they sell. It's not free. I know you might not have money, but if you want to nail this exam for the very first time, I think you should give a try to the scored test. Some people will say, do not try it. So what I would say for me here in this video is, please try the official Pearson scored test if you know you're looking for a high score. If you do not try the official score test from Pearson, you might not really know where you stand. You might not really know how you're faring. So this thing is not magic. You have to put in work. If you fail to put in work, I'm sorry, you might not be getting all the scores that you need. I'm sorry to say that. I don't like to bear bad news, but the thing is, if you fail to put in work, or maybe after you have practice, you don't want to try out the score test because maybe you don't really have so much money. What if you go write the exam and you don't get the score? But what if you try the score test and see where you're lacking and then put in effort and then go write the exam and see a good score? I think that's a better option. So I would always say try the score test. Do not try. Don't believe what I say, do not try the score test. Try the Pearson score test. That's the one from the original Pearson. I'm going to be putting the website here. They're not paying me to do this advert, but I know that their score test will make you know what kind of to expect in the exam. Now that's the end of the things I want you to do and the things I do not want you to do. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe. Find me on Instagram at English_prep class and on Facebook at English Prep Class. Stay safe, guys. Bye bye.